Hi, and welcome back to another video. So I'm currently at the car wash as usual. There are going to be cars passing by, so there might be a lot of noise, but I'd like to show you what it looks like. So we've completed it and we've been working so far for like about 2 weeks now. This is like the third week. So without talking further, let me just go ahead and show you what it looks like now. So I'll start off with the front part. And yeah, this is the main road from Adeso all the way through to Bojas and Eswedro. So this is what the front part of the car wash looks like. And we have our signpost over here that states some of the services that we render. So the name of the car wash is Top Hill. So Top Hill Car Wash, and some of the services we render so normal washing, detailing, engine wash, steam wash, interior cleaning. We also do insurance renewal, among others. Yeah, so and that's our contact over there, so you can always reach out to us whenever you find yourself around here. And of course, our car wash is 100% solar powered, so we also work from Monday to Saturday. That's from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. 8 p.m. and then on Sundays from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So in case you ever find yourself around there, so you probably can just pass by a car wash to get a nice sleek wash for your car or automobile. So from the front part, this is our security post to the left. So we have a floodlight over there, and then also a camera there that takes or captures the front part or what goes on the front part of the car wash. And then we have this small banner that says our car wash is now open. So during the opening, we had a little ceremony. That's how come we have these ribbons, on the fence, and we officially opened the car wash. That was on the 2nd of November 2024. So once you take a step in here, we have a couple of safety signs as well as warning signs. So this one is saying that there's CCTV surveillance, that's 24/7, and then we have an assembly point here. So this is a security post, which for now we're just keeping some stuff in it, and then we have our street lights mounted on the pole, the 4 poles, one of them. So this is where the security post is. And yes, to the right, just the lights. You also see that we've had to do an electric fence on top of our walls. This was as a result of an incident that we had when we hadn't completed construction. Some people scaled the wall to come fetch water, and we thought, well, they only came to fetch water the first time, but we don't know what they will come in next to do. So that informed us to think of safety, security. So we also added electric fence to that. And our electric fence, we did that with barbed wire instead of the normal string lines that are used. So the barbed wire has these thorns on it, so it's even difficult to go about as against also having an electric part of it. So that's what our fence looks like. So it goes all around the property, and we did spread chippings to this part. We would have constructed concrete over here, but the cost was just going too much high, so we just decided to spread chippings over here since it's slightly cheaper. And so far, I think it offers a little bit of beauty to the place. And then we have these bars over here that is to prevent cars from ramming into the walls in case they are backing up to have their car cleaned or dry. So that is what we have here. And we also have a CCTV warning sign there. And this is what the space looks like. So the total or the size of this place is 70 feet by 120 feet. So it's slightly bigger than a normal plot of land or a normal full plot of land. So when you continue further, we have 3D signage here, which has a light in it. So inbuilt lights where at night it comes on and shows our logo as well as some of the services that we offer here. And just as I spoke about the wood cladding, so this is what it looks like, and truly it's serving its purpose where it prevents rains from entering into the waiting area whenever it rains. So that is actually a good one. And this is the back part of our place. So we have a standing pipe over here, and then this solar panel unfortunately got broken when it was being transported here. So we'll go further there and then we'll see what we also have there as well. We have some bins around over here to be able to, you know, in case you come by and you have some rubbish in your car, we are able to take them off and then place them in the bins and then dispose them off properly. So once you continue further, we have our sitting area, which has some seats for people to be able to sit, and then we have this television set, which, you know, at least whilst you're waiting, you can, you know, take a watch or something. We have these lights over here. At night, you're able to turn them on to light up this place. So if you take a very good look close over there, you notice that we have a tenant over there who is renting. So that's a bird that has created its nest. And it's interesting to see that all the 4 posts actually has got bird nest on top of them. Well, yeah, so we are living with them over here. So that's what our sitting area looks like. We have this very important notice over here that, you know, inform customers about their duty and also about our duty over here. We also have our CCTV signage also over here. And then we also have some bins here in case you sit over here and you have some garbage, you're able to drop them inside here. For now, we are having this temporary pricing or provisional price list where we are waiting to get actual prices, then we change that. And then we have our tax shop where you equally can pay for your bills here. So we currently do have a fridge that stocks some drinks as well as water. In case you want to purchase some water or drink, you're able to do that from our tax shop as well as our pay booth. Yes, and then we have our shipping container, 7 2 purposes. So 7 as a storage unit as well as section where on-site personnel is, you know, sleeping. So it says staff only, so only staff are permitted. And one of the things we found necessary was to be able to make our own liquid soap. So this is what we use liquid soap in washing of our cars, and we actually did some research to find out how liquid soap are made, and lo and behold, we've gotten, you know, everything that we need to do that. So we're actually making our own liquid soap. So those are locally or in-house produced liquid soap to be able to use in our washing activity. So inside here, to our right, we have the room, and then to our left, we have a store section where we keep all the materials and tools that we use and working. Yeah, so that's what it looks like in there. Then we have some few tools here. So there's a vacuum cleaner we use in, you know, taking off all dirt that's, you know, in the cars that are brought here. Before we go into our utility room, let's still look around. So we have this plastic chalk that we use in preventing cars that go on top of the ramp from coming back, you know, by mistake or anything. So we use that to support that on top of the ramp. And when you take a bit close look here, we have our pressure washers. So as part of one of the important things we took a look at was the kind of pressure washers we're going to use. One of the things we realized when we're conducting research in terms of the pressure washers was that some people use very high pressure washers, and sometimes they end up damaging the paint of cars. So we have mild pressure washers, but even they are able to increase the pressure, and also we have different nozzles that perform different purposes. So let's take a closer look. So this is Inco pressure washer. This is 2400 watts pressure washer, and we have different nozzles over here that serves different purposes. Over here also we have these poles that prevent cars while they are coming forward, to prevent them from, you know, ramming into our wall. And then we have our open drain, which drains water from the ramp all the way from that side, and then it goes all the way through the side and then through to the main drain. And we have our water outlets over here. And then we also have our industrial sockets that I used to power the pressure washers. For now, we have 3 pressure washers, but for now we are just using 2, since we've not gotten to the point where there's been so much traffic where we have to use a third one. So the third one is serving as like a backup or standby. And we have our wash buckets. So we decided to have numerous buckets so that there's never a time or a chance or a day or a time where people will be on standby waiting for bucket. No, so we have more buckets here. And then we still have this water tank we use in the construction, so we'll be moving that soon from here. And then we have this drying line, which you can collapse, or collapsible drying line. So we do dry things on top of it. These safety wear, raincoats, was actually used less than a month, but look at how dirty it become. This is as a result of the kind of dirt or mud we've been dealing with over here. And of course we have 10,000 liters water storage tank, which is helping us a lot, I must say. So far in a day, the maximum amount of or volume of water we've used is like about 6,000 liters, so that's not bad. So we have that is stocking up more water for us. And then we do have washrooms, as I pointed out some time back. So we have the male washrooms, and then we have the female, and then we have the bathroom over there. So this is the back part. We have our biodigester here, which is taking all the soil waste and then, processing that through the microorganisms in it, and then sends the wastewater into the soil. So this is the back part of the container, and then the waiting area. Yeah, so we spread chippings over here also to minimize cost in terms of the concrete, and then we have these boulders that we put at the edge of the chippings to prevent them from getting into the open drain. So from here, when we continue back here, we also have a bin here, and then we do have this surface water pump that is taking water to the washrooms and then also providing water to our standpipe. And I realized that we have two inlets for the water storage tank, one to the left, one to the right. This is as a result of we realizing that the one borehole wasn't enough for our operations, so there was a need to drill an additional borehole. So this is the first borehole that we had drilled. At serving its purpose. It's not giving so much volume of water, but it's doing well. Currently serving as backup, and then we have a new one that we had to drill all the way over there. So that is so far is really doing well. It's giving us a lot of water. It's able to fill our 10,000 liters in a day. So far so good. And we actually decided to find good use for the remaining portions of land left. So we planted some maize, which since we are having some rains at this time of the year, it would actually bear some fruits. You're able to harvest and then eat them. So far this is what the car wash looks like. Walking back in, then we take a look at what this utility post also looks like. But we do have these strong decoder that is actually serving as an antenna for the TV. On top of the roof, we have our solar panels. Those are 500 watt each. So we have a total of 20 pieces of that. So 10 makes 5,000. So 20 is like 10 kilowatts. So we have 10 kilowatt solar panels. Those are seated on top of the roof. Now we do have a couple of lights, some powered by solar, some also powered by the energy produced by the solar system. So I'm saying solar because these street lights are solar powered. So they have their own solar panels as well as battery inbuilt into the street light. If you look closely, you probably might be able to see the nest in there. And then we have our CCTV cameras. And then we have this dish that is by the pole. So our house is not so far from here, some kilometers away from here. So we're actually tapping internet from the house to be able to serve the place, because we use an app in recording our operations. Also, the internet provides internet service to the cameras, so we're able to view that from anywhere so far as we have internet. So that's what we are doing. If I get it too close over to this one too, you might see the nest. Yes, our tenants who actually moved in before we did. So all the 4 posts are being occupied. Yeah, that's interesting. So if you look closely, you might see it. We have a tenant in there. Yeah, yes, that's our in-house, one of our in-house tenants. So 4 of them, as well as the one living under the shed. Yeah, so now let's take a walk into our security room, our utility room. So I share with you some few things that's going on in here. So we have our main distribution board, and then we have our TPN also over here. Then we have our inverter. Yes, so this is a 12 kilowatt inverter. Before I even go into more details of that, you notice that this is where the container comes or integrates into the block section. So this is where you would have opened, and when the container is out. So that's what we have in here. So this is a 12 kilowatt or 12 kVA inverter. So it is a single phase inverter. We have a 3-phase of it. This device actually can be fixed or installed outdoor. So yeah, you can either use it indoor or outdoor. But this is a grid tied inverter. That means that if we were connected to the grid, we could have been selling excess power to the electricity company. Then we have our batteries. These batteries, I must say, are very huge and very heavy. So this is a 16 kilowatt battery. So it's 314 AH battery. 2 of them, giving us a total of 32 kilowatt batteries. And so far so good. They are doing well. Yeah. So far, initially we're looking at 400 AH, but realized that the bigger we go, the better. So this actually increased the cost of our setting up a little bit, but I think it's been worth it. We've never experienced any downtime, any power outage, despite being the rain periods as well as the sunny period and all that. Yeah, so far this is what is providing us with electricity: a 12 kilowatt, 32 kilowatt batteries, and then we have 10 kilowatt panels. Yes, that is so far doing well. So the cost of this solar system was around 200,000, probably a little bit, maybe less. Ideally should have cost more than that, but our good friend from Sansam Solar gave us good discount for all the solar materials, being it from the battery, the inverter, the panels, as well as all the accessories. So it's a place where you can get all solar materials from every kind of materials you need for installation: the inverters, batteries, breakers, cables, SPDs, Wi-Fi modules, among others. You can get everything from Sansam Solar. So a big thanks to him for supporting all our projects. And I must say, for every solar project that we work on, he's actually the one who supplies us all the material. So thanks once again to him. I'll put his contact in on top of the video as well as in the description, so you can reach out to him for all your solar materials. As I said, we have been working for like some few weeks now. This should be our 3rd week, and so far so good. It hasn't been bad. We actually even offering discount, 50% discount for the wash activities. But I wanted to show you. So these are the controls for our boreholes, the one to the left and then one to the right. So we actually power them from the utility room. Then we are also able to turn on the control box to be able to, pump water into our water storage tank. Now, one of the things that was important to us was be able to have water filters on the line. So you can see that we have a couple of water filters that are installed to be able to filter whatever water comes from the borehole into the tank, and then also out of the tank into our pressure washers as well as into our washrooms. And then we also do treat or put some chlorine tablet into the tanks to be able to at least minimize the number of bacteria that we may be having in there. So that's what we do in terms of water. Yes, so that at least we do have some clean water to be able to use for our activities over here. So far so good. Today's a Wednesday, almost afternoon, and so far on this place Wednesdays, a lot of things don't really happen, but towards the evening time, people would come have their cars and motorbike washed, because Thursdays are market days at Ada. So we're actually waiting for the evening to come by, and then we offer our services. But I must say, as we started, before we even started, we did a test run for 2 weeks, and the purpose of the test run was to be able to figure out a couple of things that we have to improve and the rest. And I must say, it was really good we did that, because it helped us in being able to change or improve a couple of things before we started our actual operations. And I must say, it's been good so far. It became necessary for us to start making our own liquid, so because we realized that buying them was a bit expensive, and so far we figured out, the materials we needed to make our own. And today's our first time producing ours, and it's been a good one. Yeah, so this is what the car wash looks like. I'm sure people will be asking about cost. How much has it cost you? Well, it's cost a bit of an arm, I must say, because we wanted to build something a bit different. It cost us a little over 600,000 to be able to complete this. It's actually, if I'm to include a couple of other things, it will be around 7,000 plus to have this done. But yes, this is a long-term investment. If it's managed properly and managed well, it is actually going to be able to bring more returns, because doing our calculations, even though this isn't an entirely busy place as maybe some parts in Accra, the kind of traffic we experience over here is actually not bad. And then also there's a major road, so it has some prospect, or it has a future where people have actually already started doing some things around since they saw that we have done something over here. And this has actually also driven the price of cost of land over here. It's interesting. Yeah, so still our bigger aim is to be able to have recreational facility around. So that has led us in talks with the owner of the land to be able to get more plots in addition. Yes, it's all money matter, but we are trying our best to see if we can get more plots, maybe pay over a certain period of time, and then eventually we can have the recreational facility built where you have a place where kids can come play. You can host events, you can come relax, you can come party and all that. That is the main aim so far, and we are praying and hoping that we get all the necessary resources, support, funds, and everything we need to be able to have that done some years to come. But this is one of the first projects we've rolled out just to see how it's going to go, and so far it hasn't been bad. We are looking for it. It's good we started operation, because we also want to be able to make something back, especially since the festive season is around the corner. And also around this place we do experience a lot of motorbikes, so in a week you can wash as many motorbikes, which isn't bad at all. So that is really helping, yeah, in our operations over here. So that will be just about it for this videos. I know you have a lot of questions that you may want to ask, so I just will be on standby in the comment section to respond to your questions. I haven't been able to make a lot of videos lately because I've been engaged with so many things, especially getting towards this ending part of the year where you have to make sure a lot of things are completed on time and all that. So but I'll try my best to be posting frequent videos, because we've had so many new projects in Asebu and Ajedam, and I can't wait to share them with you. So this is what our car wash looks like, yeah, on a very sunny afternoon here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.